And Ryan isn't exactly trustworthy. Oh, you know him? He's my ex-husband. He's also manipulative and an ass. Thank you, Scout! I'm going to assume he picked that up from you. What can I say? He's a fast learner. Yeah! Okay. Hey, guys, Zack here, and welcome back to Murder by Numbers. So, in the last episode, we came to the Starshine Awards. The host wound up dying, and our ex-husband nominated us to investigate the murder because he's a dick. So, yeah, that's basically what happened at last episode. If you guys didn't know, that's basically what happened. So we need to go to the dressing room. We don't have much of a choice, it seems. So we gotta go to the dressing room and see what's going on here. He seems to have seems to have finger marks on his neck. Don't think you can just walk away from me, Honors Mizrahi. What's going on? Is it true what Ryan said? Someone died and you've been acting like some kind of detective? I'm still figuring things out. I don't know if it's something I don't want to hear it. What were you thinking? It's bad enough you gave up your degree to become some low-rent TV actress, but now this? Wow. If your father was here with Mom, Dick Stanford is dead. Are you going to help or not? Maybe I should go and put Dick's flowers in some water. They're starting to wilt already. Mom, wait, You're not helpful. Kind of early to be collecting flowers for the funeral, isn't it? Don't you have someplace else to be? Hey, I'm just here to watch the great detective at work. Yeah, this is your fault. I'm not a detective, I just... Stay out of my way, okay? Alright, let's investigate. We got a couple of things in here we can investigate, so... Let's do it all! Alright, there's something over there. Alright, it's his neck, right? Alright. Why do I get the feeling it's supposed to be here in the middle? Also, I showed it last episode, but I think I might cut out the puzzles going forward. Because they take a long time, and the episodes wind up being a lot shorter because of that. I mean, I do like the puzzles. It's just that they're very long, and I found out just they can take up a lot of time, and some people may not want to see that, so I decided, let's focus on the story, I guess. That's what I decided. There we go. It's a handprint. I gotta figure that. Alright, am I gonna raise up a level? No. Honor, look at this. There are handprints on Dick's neck. He was strangled. Strangulation. Death by external obstruction of the windpipe, stopping the flow of air to the lungs. Air is important because it contains oxygen, which the brain requires to function. Perhaps it's analogous to my primary bus being obstructed? Maybe? I can't believe we're really doing this. You can't? But you know I'm good at finding things. Not just that, everything. We're doing detective work again. How did that happen? Well, your husband's a dick, and he volunteered you. Short, sweet, and to the point, really. I thought we were done when we solved Blake's murder. That was just a one-off thing, wasn't it? We may have been looking for a mystery solved, but a mystery has found us. And besides, we still have the matter of my memory loss to solve. Unless, you think we should stop. No, we've already started. Might as well do as much as we can before the police get here. And after that? I don't know yet. That's a fair answer to have. So, I guess that means we're partners again. Just like in the movies. Here's looking at you, Scout. Alright, let's keep investigating. There's got to be some more lying around. There's a puzzle over here. I know that much. What is here? There we go. What is it? I have no idea. Liquor spill. Alright. Alright, that's E rank. New bonus puzzles unlocked. What is it? A spill. That could suggest some kind of struggle, maybe. It smells like whiskey. Whiskey? Ah, fermented grain liquor. Pairs well with beef and wild mushrooms. Would you say this smells domestic or imported? Since when do you know so much about whiskey? Apparently always. I scanned a copy of Rise and Shine magazine in the lobby earlier. Philip Marlowe's fascination with alcohol is finally starting to make sense. Seems like it was Dick Stanford's fascination too. He must have been drinking before he went up for his award. That would explain the state he was in, yes. That's everything for my quick scan. Shall I make a more detailed sweep? Not yet. I think we've got enough to suggest what happened here. Oh, you have a theory already? I can't wait to hear it. Dick was murdered. Someone must have been waiting for him backstage. The whiskey suggests he was drunk, so he couldn't have put up much of a fight. The killer only had to put his hands around his neck and... Lights out for Dick Stanford. Scout, was that a quip? It's a quote from one of your detective novels, but I was working on a routine to make my own. I've got to admit, I'm impressed. Shut up, Ryan. Nobody loves you. No, really, not bad for someone with no experience or training. Who knows, maybe this time you'll catch the killer before he jumps off a 10th story floor balcony. The body's in here. I went for his... Honor? What are you doing here? We were trying to figure out what happened here. I thought I made it clear last time. You are not a detective. But as for this toaster of yours... It's got no feelings, no intuition. It undermines all the principles of good police work. Don't you at least want to hear what we found? Absolutely not. I've got a train for I-16 coming in. I can only help you two idiots haven't contaminated all the evidence. Now get out of my crime scene. And with that, I missed my opportunity to talk to Ryan. He didn't seem pleased to see us. No, but that's not going to stop us right now, is it? Right, let's find some more evidence. Can you please stop following me around? Can you please leave me alone? The real cops are finally here. You ready to let them take over now? Not just yet. Did you know Dick personally? I met him a couple of times. Can't say I liked him. The guy was always blowing his own horn. Really, I'm surprised you didn't get along. It sounds like you had a lot in common. Funny. Can you at least think of someone who might have wanted to hurt him? Not offhand, but that's the thing with this town. You never really know anyone. Tell me about it. What do you think about Bobby Price? He looks nervous, doesn't he? Then again, I can't blame him. I hear his show is pretty close to getting cancelled. What's your impression of Kathleen? I don't trust her. She's hiding something. You sure it's not because she's smart and a woman? I've got no problem with smart women. As long as they're not smarter than you. Are we still talking about Kathleen? No. Alright. Scout! Time to investigate. Alright, we got one over there. Let's continue investigating in Moiter. Alright, there seems to be only one piece of evidence here. What did I find? Okay, I found good music. That's what I found. There we go. What is it? It is a celeb life. I'm not entirely sure what that means, but I found it, so it's important now. It's an old issue of Celeb Life, with a feature of Dick Stanford. This must have been written after he just retired. Looks like typical pup piece. All about what a great guy he is. Even though he's not. Here's something for your database, Scout. Gossip magazines like Celeb Life are total garbage for people that don't have lives themselves. I have added this to my database. Thank you, Honor. That's weird. The last page has been torn out. All that's left here are the first two words. However, rumors. I wonder what the rest of the article said. Oh, that's a good question. Let's keep investigating. Another puzzle. There we go. What is it? It's a hip flask. Intriguing. This smells much like the wiki we found in Dick's dressing room. So you think this was his hip flask? Most likely. If it was, how did it get out here? Good question. Alright, that's everything we can investigate. Alright. Let's move. Can't go into the dressing room because Cross won't let us. Or maybe not, because he's off doing whatever he is. He's off wherever. Main hall. All the people are gone. What if the killer got away? Not everyone. Bobby and Kathleen are over there. I guess the cops are focusing on anyone with a direct connection to Dick. Ah, there they are. Well, let's continue investigating. Investigation. Let's see what's in here. There we go. What is it? I think it's a wallet. Yeah, it's a wallet. Okay. Alright, I still haven't gotten a higher rank. Someone must have dropped this without realizing. It's nice. Real leather. I wonder who it belongs to. We should try to return it. There's no ID inside. Just small bills and check stubs for $50,000? It was paid today, but I can't see who paid to. Just an account number. Can I assume from your facial expression that $50,000 is a lot? Yeah, it kind of is. It's a hell of a lot. Maybe even enough to kill for. You know, I could be wrong, but I think Ryan used to have a wallet like this. Hi. So who do I talk to here? Bobby! But what? Oh, it's you. Sorry, this whole thing with Dick has got me kind of bugged. Is it true what they said up on stage? You trying to find the killer? Keyword I'm trying. I'm trying to find out what happened to him. Yeah. Just like you did back on your TV studio. Damn, from playing a detective back to being a real one. That's a wide career change. I'm not exactly a real detective. I'm just trying to help. Oh, for sure. That's cool. Wait, you don't think I did it, do you? Maybe. You didn't get it wrong, but you don't seem like the kind of guy who would kill somebody. I'm not like you. Like that. Why would I throw my whole career away just to murder some old guy? You and Dick didn't necessarily get along. And when you left our table during the ceremony, you said you were going to give him a piece of your mind. That was just talk. Why would I pick a fight with Dick Stanford? If anything, he hated me for taking over a show. Do you know if anyone else wanted to hurt him? Probably a long list. Yeah, he acts nice in public, but in real life, he's got a reputation. Have you talked to Kathleen? She puts up with this grumpy ass for years. Or how about that chick who started screaming about how she could have won Best Actress? Becky? Much as I may dislike her, she's not a killer. You sure about that? She looked crazy enough to do anything. Pretty cute, though. How did Kathleen do with Dick? Did Kathleen not get along with Dick? They seem like kind of tense on stage. She had to work with Dick every day for almost 20 years. Forget tense, I'm surprised she's still sane. Fair enough. The girl who wanted to win Best Actress was Becky Call. She played the lead in my show, Murder Miss Terry. I thought she looked familiar. She was pretty pissed about not getting that award. It was a big deal for her. I guess if anything could drive her to murder. People do crazy things sometimes. Make mistake in the heat of the moment. It doesn't make them a bad person. Hey, are you friends with her? I'd love to get her number. To get her on Backtalk, I mean. I bet she'd be a great guest. I bet she'd like the attention, to be perfectly honest. I bet you Becky would just love the attention. She really would, wouldn't she? She's that kind of person. She wants attention so that she can win Best Actress. And so, I think that would be perfect. You took over Backtalk, right? Is that where your problems with Dick started? Yeah, and that asshole knows how to hold a grudge. I hadn't been on air 10 minutes, and he's already talking shit about me on the press. He's too flashy. He ruined the show. Sure, we updated things a little, but come on, man. That's hadn't changed in 1979. Couldn't you just ignore him? Sure, but then the hate mail started coming in. He's got all these crazy fans. My ratings crashed. They've already talking about canceling the show. So your TV career was threatened by Dick. Who would you say that made you angry? Well, yeah. But I wouldn't kill the guy over it. Alright, well, thank you for talking with me, Bobby. We're here investigating what happened to Dick. I wish you the best of luck. I guess you heard by now, Dick was strangled. Oh god, please, don't tell me anymore. I can hardly bear to think about it. How long did you two work together? Oh, many years. I've heard many people say it's hard to imagine there was a time before I was on the show. You weren't there from the start? I didn't join until the second season. They wanted someone who could attract more viewers. You should have seen the outfits they tried to squeeze me into. Hardly more than swimsuits some days. That's terrible. That's television, but I stood my ground. I'd like to think I made a difference. How was your relationship with Dick Stanford? Oh, we got on just fine. Really? When we met him, he was kind of an ass. This is Hollywood. Everyone has their problems. But I'm a professional, and people who complain get a reputation. Besides, no one wants to hear about backstage drama. They'd rather just relax and enjoy the show. Although I don't think anyone was expecting the show they saw tonight. Do you know Ryan Blackstock? Yeah, he was on stage earlier. You mean tall, blonde, and handsome? I was wondering who that was. Funniest thing, I saw him and Dick earlier today. They were getting lunch at Dylan's on Fairfax. Lunch? Why would Ryan be getting lunch with Dick Stanford? Your guess is as good as mine. Whatever it wasn't going well, so it seemed like they were arguing. I wish I could tell you more, but I was in a cab at the time. I only caught a glimpse. You don't think it could be related to what happened to Dick, do you? What do you know about Bobby Price? He's talented, but he's got big shoes to fill. He wants to keep posting backtalk. He doesn't seem to be much of a fan of Dick. They never saw eye to eye. Dick hated having his show taken away from him, and Bobby hated working in Dick's shadow. Hated it enough to kill Dick? Bobby is young, ambitious, and impulsive. More than that, I can't say. Alright. Well. Can I go backstage and talk to Ryan again? Because I have a bit of your argument with Dick. Kathleen said she saw you and Dick arguing over lunch earlier today. Care to explain? Oh, that was nothing. We were just talking about some business. Things got a little out of hand. It happens. Except in this case, the other guy turned up dead a few hours later. What? Do you think I did it? Well, you seem like the kind of person, so I wouldn't put it past it. What is it with you? You always got to turn me into a bad guy. We're just following up on the available evidence. It's nothing personal. I think this scout thing is a bad influence on you. I'm serious. I do my best to support you, but you don't make it easy. Well, that's everybody I can talk to. Well, that doesn't help me. There's nothing else I can do. Do you really have to stand there? Oh, now you want to talk to me? I can't believe you called me out. I can't believe you called me out on station like that. You had no right. I ain't even told Mom about what happened yet. Yeah, I got that impression. Real healthy relationship you got there. As if you're any kind of authority on what makes a healthy relationship. I'm just giving you a chance. A chance to do what? To screw up? To do whatever you think is best. You're the detective, remember? Who knows? Maybe you'll get lucky again. And if not, there's no shame in admitting you need help. What do you think happened to Dick? He was out of his mind, if that stage performance was anything to go by. Probably went nuts and killed himself. You really think he would do that? You're the detective. You tell me. Do you think of anyone who might have wanted to hurt Dick? No. But you have no connections to the people in the TV business. You may have heard something. Yeah, I know people, but I don't pay attention to industry drama. Okay, fair enough. Well, that's everybody I can talk to. I wonder if she'll have any reaction to the... Present evidence. I wonder if she'll have any reaction to the hip flask. Does this belong to Dick? I don't think so. But you saw what he was like on stage tonight, drunk as a sailor. Is there a chance that the hip flask belongs to anyone else? We should investigate every possibility. Well, it could be Bobby's. I heard he started drinking to cope with the stress. The production team aren't happy. Imagine going through all the trouble of rebooting a talk show just for the next host to get carted off to rehab. Bobby Price is a... You mean mention Bobby Price as a drinking problem? He'll deny it, I'm sure, but I've heard plenty of stories. A way to calm his nerves, I suppose. What do you think he's nervous about? Oh, the usual. His performance, his ratings. Dick gave him a hard time. And now a murder, too. It's no wonder the poor kid has issues. Alright, let's talk to Bobby about his drinking problems. Do you know Ryan Blackstock? I heard that Dick was arguing with Ryan Blackstock earlier today. Do you know him and know anything about the argument? Ryan who? Sorry, I don't know the guy. Alright. Present evidence. I wonder if this is his. Do you recognize this hip flask? Is it yours? Detectives always have them in the movies. I've never seen anyone in real life, though. That's not what I heard. Is it true that you drink when you're stressed? What? That's crazy. You don't know what you're talking about. In fact, I've seen Dick with a hip flask backstage. It's probably his. You saw how he acted on stage. The guy was drunk and an ass. I don't know anything about that. Sorry. The check's up for $50,000. I think I know who that belongs to, but I want to give the benefit of the doubt. Present evidence. Can I give him this? Is this wallet his? Hey, you found my wallet. It is your wallet. Okay. Couldn't help but noticing you wrote a big check today. You went through my stuff? You just can't help checking up on me, can you? Don't flatter yourself. I wanted to see whose wallet it was. So, what was the money for? Nothing. Just business. $50,000 of business? That's a lot of nothing. I don't have to explain myself to you. You kind of do. We're kind of investigating a moiter. Hi. You still here? Yeah, pretty much. What did forensics find? We're still waiting on the blood test, but in my professional opinion, Dick Stanford was strangled to death. We knew that already. Ha! Oh, well, we also found whiskey spilled on the floor. Telltale signs of a struggle. Yep, we knew that too. Jesus H. Christ. How about the door handle? I guess we missed that one. Aha! See? That's why you shouldn't leave this to professionals. We know to check for prints. Oh, God. Come on, Cross. Give me a break. You found prints? That's great. Well, not exactly. The handle was wiped clean. Smells like the killer cleaned it with the whiskey. The alcohol would have acted as a solvent, a very effective solvent. So, let me get this straight. The only new thing you found is there were some fingerprints used to be? Look, it's not about who found what. It's about coming to right conclusions. And we came to the same conclusion. Do you admit that you need me now? And that takes experience, expertise, and intuition. Yeah, and we arrived at on sheer luck. Where's your intuition now? You want conclusions? We already got two suspects, Bobby Price and Ryan Blackstock. Is that so? What's your evidence against Bobby? We found this hip flask backstage. It contains the same whiskey we found at the crime scene. And I've heard Bobby Price has a drinking problem. Interesting. It needs more evidence to back it up, but it's a good start. How about your other suspect? What's the Silver Spoon Blackstock got to do with this? Ryan Blackstock was seen arguing with Dick this afternoon. Not much on its own, but he also signed a check for $50,000. Bobbies have a nasty habit of showing up when there's so much money at stake. And Ryan isn't exactly trustworthy. Oh, you know him? He's my ex-husband. He's also manipulative and an ass. Thank you, Scout! I'm going to assume he picked that up from you. What can I say? He's a fast learner. Yeah! Okay, we're... Okay, I'll admit, you found a couple of good leads. I'll follow up on them just as soon as I finish my report. Can't we at least keep looking for more evidence? Can we at least... Yeah. No way. You're lucky I don't arrest you right now for interfering in an investigation. We helped you out. Now get out of my way. Get out of here, will you? I can't afford any more liabilities. The captain's got me under a microscope on this one. Oh, we may have we might have cost him his job. Oh, poor... Hi. I thought I told you to leave you alone. You know, you're starting to become predictable, detective. And you're starting to become a real pain in my ass. Do you want something, or are you just here to bug me? Honor's mother dropped her bag in here early. We'd like to look for it. Your mother, huh? Yes, her bag. That's why we're here. Alright, but do it quietly. I've got paperwork to finish. Good thinking, Scout. Since when do you know how to lie like that? It was on one of the main things I learned from those detective movies, along with the snappy one-liner subroutine I mentioned earlier. You'll have to show me later. Right now, we better check for clues before Cross realizes what we're really doing in here. Let's talk to him. Can we talk? Do we have to? I'm snowed under with the paperwork here. And didn't your mom want her bag back? Your thoughts? I want to hear your thoughts on the case. An experienced detective like you, I bet you already figured out who did it. Spare me the flattery, Mizrahi. You're not getting my permission to investigate. I'm just waiting for the forensics report to show up, then I'm starting the interviews. Forensics report? But we already know Dick was strangled. Right. Any amateur can see that, as you've demonstrated. But we still need to know the details. Time of death, blood test, that sort of thing. I'd rather be collecting evidence instead of waiting for paperwork, but I've got to make sure I follow procedure to the letter after what happened on the last case. I can't help but feel responsible. Good. One of the many reasons I don't want you getting involved again. What's with all the paperwork? You never struck me as an academic type. Captain's orders, we gotta do this one strictly by the book. Everyone at the station has been giving me hell since the last case at your studio. I arrested the wrong guy, the murderer escaped, and all the crucial evidence we found was found by an amateur in a talking alarm clock. Yeah, pretty much sums up exactly what happened. Sorry, we're not trying to ruin your reputation, Detective. Ruin my reputation? They already think I'm too old for the casework. The department's full of know-it-all kids these days. I've been trying to tell them something stinks about the way Frank Pritchell died, but they won't listen. You seem surprised when I mentioned my mom. I did? I guess I was just shocked at the fact that there might be another version of you walking around. Another me? You couldn't be further from the truth. That's what everyone says, but we all end up like our parents one way or another. You mentioned Frank Pritchell, the guy who killed Blake, right? Right. Jumped from the 10th floor before I could get to him. Neat little suicide note and no evidence of forced entry. But you don't think he killed himself? I don't know what I think yet. What I do know is that I've been working in cases since before you were in diapers, and I've learned to trust my gut. It's telling me there's something screwy about the way Frank Pritchell died. I would imagine. Alright, well, we talked to the detective about things. So let's see if we can sneak some evidence. If we can find a bag. Well, we're not, I don't think we're actually looking for a bag, but that's what the detective thinks we're doing, so we're going to try and do that if we can. There we go. What is it? What did we find? Medallion. Alright, I'm now D rank. Some kind of coin, but I don't recognize the currency. It's not coin, it's a medallion. They give these to recovering alcoholics. And according to the engraving, Dick Stanford has been sober for 40 years. If that's true, the spilled wiki must belong to the killer. Huh. Well, let's keep investigating. Before our old pal Detective Cross actually catches on and gets mad at us. This is very risky with him in the room, but... There we go. What is it? I like the music! There we go. What is it? That one took a while. A PDA! This must belong to Dick. Looks like it's password protected. Can you hack into it, Scout? Sorry, Honor. This is a little embarrassing, but I don't have the right cable. I only interface with devices bearing an RS-232 port. This device's interface is proprietary. I need some kind of adapter to connect to the PTA. I can't access the data without it. Got it. Well, let me know if you see one around. I think we found everything you can in here, at least while Cross is watching. Password protected PDA and a medallion. Is that enough to crack the case? I don't know about the PDA, but the medallion definitely raises some interesting questions. If Dick doesn't drink alcohol, and the whiskey and the hip flask we spilled it from is a direct link to the killer. And I think I have a pretty good idea of who it belongs to. Bobby Price? Bobby Price. What are you yammering about? I don't mind you looking for your mom's back, but can't you do it more quietly? You just found it, actually. We'll get out of your hair. Enjoy your paperwork, detective. He's suspicious. It's incredible. She's so much like him. Oh. That's why he doesn't want me working on the force. I remind him of Dad. You look like you lost something. Need any help? Well, oh, hi. Lost something? No, nothing. Are you sure? I can find anything. It's cool, it's cool. I'm just, trying to find the men's room. I thought you said you weren't looking for anything. Caught in a lie there, we are. Haha, I guess I did. Anyway, I'll just be... Well, that was weird. Weird's one way to put it. Bobby, what are you talking about? What's up with you? Told us that the hip flash was discs, but he hasn't drunk for over 40 years. What? Well, it must belong to somebody else. What about that Ryan guy? You can't pin this on me. I didn't do anything. Do you recognize this as... Alright. Have you read the celebrity article about Dick? No, seeing his photo in the front color was enough to put me off. It says there were some rumors going around about Dick. Figures, a lot of my crew worked on the old shows with him. From what I hear, he wasn't exactly easy to work with. Anything bad enough that someone might have wanted to kill him? Sorry, I don't remember. What about this? Someone spilled Wiki in Dick's dressing room. Do you know anything about that? Whiskey, it must have been his. Maybe, except Dick doesn't drink. I don't know, man. I don't have the answers. You're the detective around here. We found handprints around Dick's neck. Someone strangled him. Doesn't narrow it down much, does it? After all, everyone here has two hands. That's serious, Bobby. I know, I get nervous. Not because I'm guilty or anything, just the whole situation. Well, that's everything I think we're going to get out of Bobby. So what about the main hall? You know, I get the feeling Bobby really was looking for something. Do you think there's evidence hidden here? Don't hurt to look around. Alright, let's investigate. Let's see what he found. There we go. What is it? What did I find? Handkerchief. Alright. That doesn't boost me up a ranking yet. The silk handkerchief, that's weird, and kind of gross. Perhaps Bobby dropped it when he left? Maybe. It doesn't strike me as a silk handkerchief type. What is these embroideries lettering gate? Don't sneeze. DS. Scout, this must belong to Dick Stanford. But Dick died in his dressing room. What's his handkerchief doing here? And why does it smell like whiskey? Huh. Oh, I think I would know what happened. What about this? What did he know about this? Where'd you get that? We found it in the main hall, right where you were standing earlier. It's not mine. I know, the monogram says it was Dick's. That's great. I mean, that's great detective work. The weird thing is, it smells of whiskey. Maybe he liked the smell? Scout, would you mind joining me in the dressing room for a second? Why, Honor? Yes, let's go. Bye, then? Are you ever going to let me finish this damn report? You don't need to. We've got all the evidence you need. You've been investigating? Do you even realize how much danger you're putting yourself in? There's a strangler out there. I know, and we think it's Bobby Price. He wanted revenge on Dick for sabotaging his TV career. Dick hated him for taking over Backtalk, so he used his influence to attack Bobby in the press. Bobby's rank said rock bottom. He's on the verge of cancellation. And tonight, Bobby had to sit and watch as the guy who was ruining his career got a Lifetime Achievement Award. That pushed him over the edge. He waited backstage for to go back to his dressing room, and then he strangled him. It's a nice theory, But the only thing tying Bobby to the room is that hip flask, and he says it belongs to Dick. That's where our new evidence comes in. Medallion and handkerchief. We found Dick's sobriety medallion. He's been sober for over 40 years. Which means Bobby was lying. The hip flask is his. The sobriety medallion. Where the hell did you find that? In here, detective. Thanks, Scout. Love you too. And here you said you were looking for a handbag. Yes, Scout. We did say that. It's not about who found what. It's about coming to the right conclusions. What a load of crap. Where'd you learn that? Amateur Detective Monthly? You said earlier this evening. Wow. Well, you can't just... I can't believe I'm getting outsmarted by a toaster oven. Yeah! It's not a good day for you, Detective. Which brings me to the issue of Dick's handkerchief. When we found Bobby backstage, she was clearly looking for something, so we had been looking in the main hall and where Bobby had just been, and we found a silk handkerchief that wasn't there earlier. That thing stinks of booze. I think something happened to make Bobby nervous, really nervous, so nervous he needed a drink to calm his nerves. You think he killed Dick? He has the means, the motive, and the opportunity, but he wasn't prepared for how it would affect him. He was shaking so bad he dropped his hip flask. But what about the handkerchief? He just killed Dick and spilled his drink everywhere. He was desperate to clean up the evidence and get it before anyone found him. So he grabbed the nearest piece of cloth and used it to mop up the spill. And the fingerprints on the doorknob as he left. I'll be damned, it all fits. Alright! We did a good job? Not bad for an amateur, huh? If it wasn't for this goddamn report, Oh, to hell with the paperwork. I think it's about time I have a chat with Bobby Price. But don't start congratulating yourself just yet, Mr. Wahid. This isn't over. Okay. So that's the evidence against you. Anything to say for yourself? I didn't mean to do it. I just wanted to talk to him. You call that talking? I guess you didn't like his answer. I didn't get an answer. He came backstage with his award and completely ignored me. Walked straight past me like I didn't even exist. I put on a lot of the crap since I took over Backtalk, but this was too much. I busted out his door and... But I didn't want to kill the guy. I just got carried away. I swear, I barely touched him. Not knowing your own strength is no defense against murder, Mr. Price. I'm taking you in. Don't go anywhere, Mr. Wahid. We still need to talk about this detective hobby of yours. Fair enough. Where were you? You missed the fireworks. Is Detective Cross still here? No, you just missed him. He left with Bobby. What's up? An urgent package arrived for him. I told the police officer I would give it to Detective Cross personally. And then they just let you have it? I told them I'm Detective Cross's new personal assistant. They seem depressed. I'm beginning to think that a scout here is developing a bit of a lying problem. I think I preferred you when you didn't know how to lie. What was the delivery? I'm not sure, but it must be important. Alright, let's scan it, see what happens. Alright, what is it? Oh, it's the blood test results. Oh. We may have screwed up here. This must be the forensic report Klaus was waiting for. Oh my, if I'm reading this right, then these results mean... What? What does it mean? I have to take this across. This changes everything. What changes everything? Detective Cross, where's Bobby? Talking to his lawyer, why? Dick's blood test came back. Well, see for yourself. Oh, God. I don't believe it. This says... And that means... Bobby Price couldn't have killed Dick Stanford because he was already dead. I don't understand. Bobby confessed. The robot's got a point. And where's the strangulation... And there were strangulation marks on Dick's throat. I never said Bobby was lying. He did strangle Dick. But that wasn't what killed him. According to this blood test, Dick was poisoned. He died before Bobby even laid a finger on him. You're telling me Bobby Price strangled a corpse. That's interesting. I don't even know if that's illegal or not. That means whoever killed Dick is still loose. Not for long. We've got the whole building in lockdown. Whoever it is, we've got him cornered. That means there's still time. Let's go. Wait a second. How did you get out of the building? One of your officers thinks I'm a personal assistant. He's not wrong. Gee, I don't know how they got the idea. You know, you two make a great argument for early retirements. Okay, fair enough. What happens to Bobby now? He's out on bail. One of the benefits of being a TV star, I guess. Good lawyers. So he's gone? What if we still need to question him about something? He's not going anywhere. One of the conditions of his bail is that he cooperates with the investigation. Don't forget, I've done this 100 times. I know what I'm doing. Unlike you. Detective, I saw you taking Bobby Price into custody. I always knew he was trouble. In that case, I'm sorry to disappoint you. He's innocent. Innocent? Are you sure? I found the evidence myself, Mom. Dick was poisoned. But don't worry, we'll catch the real killer soon. I've just had about enough of this. I would be upset too. How many times do I have to tell you? You are not detectives. But I don't want to hear it. I let it slide when I said when it was your friend. But this, you're out of your depth, Mizrahi. You really want to help? Here's a job for you. A hot pink 4x4 was double parked out front. It's getting towed as we arrive. Why don't you use those detective skills of yours to find the owner? They need to go collect it from the impound lot. A new mystery to solve. Forget about Scout. He's just trying to keep us out of his way. You're damn right I am. You think this supercar is more important than finding a murderer? Absolutely not. But it's the only thing I'm going to let you investigate around here. Take it or leave it. Perhaps we should investigate the car, Honor. Whose side are you on? I've even got your first piece of evidence. They checked inside before it got towed and found something on the dash. Let me take a look. What is it? This chapter just keeps going and going. How long have I been recording for? Almost 2 hours. Oh, I've been recording for about 2 hours. Yeah, okay, it's a letter. Alright. Bonus puzzle been added. Okay. Ah, it seems to be a letter. Great. A new lead in the most pointless errand ever. The detectives cross one line to investigate the murder. We don't have to give up. We should focus on what we can do instead. He only gave us this dumb job because he wants to keep us out of his hair. How does that help? This might be what he intended, but we can still use it to our advantage. He's given us a chance to show us what we can do. You're right, Scout. Up until now, he's always been there. But now we can prove that we can handle something without any help. Right, we just have to find who this letter was sent to. Nothing we can't handle. We are a team after all. So what does it say? I can't make it to the awards tonight, sweetie. Your idiot father's remodeling the kitchen again. I hope this cute car makes up for it. Love you. Lots of love, Mom. I got a pretty good idea of who this belongs to. Just 1 second, Honor, Mrs. Rahi. You're not going anywhere until we've talk about this detective nonsense you've gotten yourself into. Sorry, Mom. You heard Detective Cross. We have to find out who owns that car. Oh, don't worry about him. He understands the situation perfectly well. Well. So, you're doing detective work now? About this whole detective thing. It's hard to explain. But why? Why do this? You had one job you wanted on that stupid TV program. I lost that job, Mom. Someone wanted me off the show so badly that Blake got killed over it. I can't go back. So find another show. There must be others. God knows there's enough crap on TV these days. You should be happy. You never wanted me to be an actress anyway. She's got a point there. Happy? Happy that you're risking your neck chasing down murderers? I know you don't agree with it, but you're damn right I don't agree with it. Have you lost your mind? After everything that happened to your father. How can you even say that? Turns out that Dick was poisoned somehow. We're still trying to find out exactly what happened, but... Honor, stop. But you love Dick Stanford. Don't you want justice for him? Of course I do, but not from you. You heard Detective Cross. If you want to investigate something, then you find out who owns that car and go from there. Think I've forgotten about Dad? How can you say I forgot what happened to Dad? I flew back that night. I quit college. Then you know damn well why I can't let you go down that road. He spent his whole life chasing criminals, and look where it got him. I think if he was here to... Don't you dare try to tell me what he would have wanted. I knew him a lot longer than you did. You know what? You're right. I didn't know Dad very well. He never talked to me. Don't be ridiculous. He talked to you. He did lots of things together. He read to you every night. I know. Philip Marlowe, Sherlock Holmes, Poirot. He introduced me to all the great detectives, but never himself. That's not his fault. It was hard enough for him to talk to me after work. You were just a kid. He was my dad. Didn't I deserve a chance to know him? All I have left is the fiction. It's not the same. You can't put yourself in danger just to feel closer to your father. Focus on the memories he left you, the photographs. That's why you gave me the locket? I wouldn't have given it to you sooner if I'd known what you were doing. It was good to see Dad at the Brown Derby again. Did you take the photo? Me? I never went to Brown Derby, a restaurant that looks like a damn fool idea if you ask me. He always went there with his work friend, his captain, his partner. Wait, Dad had a partner? Forget about it. That's not important. Dad had a partner. He said Dad went to Brown Derby with his partner. I don't remember Dad having a partner. Of course he had a partner. He was the police force. Are you still in contact with him? If anyone can understand what I'm doing, it would be Dad's old partner. I think they should tell you to listen and keep yourself safe. That's what your father would have wanted. Alright? Find the owner of the car yet? My mom won't let me go, which is not a sentence I'd have said at 29 years old. You should listen to her. She's only got your safety in mind. You're always talking about keeping me safe. What does that even mean? When have I ever been hurt? You've been lucky, but you're dealing with killers. That luck's going to run out sooner or later. Why do you care so damn much? What are you scared of? Oh, I get it. Trust me, you don't. No, I get it now. You're old. You say it yourself, but they want to put you behind a desk, but you won't listen. Then me and Scout come along and we solve Blake's murder. We find the evidence. We crack the case. That's got nothing to do with it. You don't care about me. You never have. You're just scared. You're scared that I'm better than you. I swore an oath to protect and serve. You're the only trying to protect yourself. That's not true. Then what are you scared of, Detective? I'm scared of you're going to make a mistake. You're going to get yourself killed. Stop and think for a second. Just for 1 second. What that would mean for the people who care about you. For once in your life, listen to what your mom is telling you. Walk away. This car assignment is a joke, right? This car assignment gave me. It's a joke, right? I don't make jokes. Do you at least have any leads besides that letter? Now you need my help? You think finding the owner of a bright pink car wouldn't be too difficult? Why are you keep talking about what my mom wants. What about what I want? I swear, it's like you two are ganging up on me. She's just talking a lot of sense right now. I just found out my dad had a partner in the LAPD. Do you think you can help me find them? Sorry, I'm homicide, not missing persons. I know, if I could find them, they might be able to tell me more about my dad. I make a point of not knowing people these days. Makes the job easier. I got a photo of Dad outside his favorite restaurant. Could you at least show it around the station? Look, there are lots of cops on the force, and Brown Derby was a popular place. I can't help you. Oh, there's the connection. I didn't mention the Brown Derby. Well. What? Well, that's a mystery. How did you know that was my dad's favorite restaurant? Like I said, it was a popular place. Just a lucky guess. I don't know. It's a small world. Wait a second. I never noticed before. The photo in this lock is folded in half. Scout, take a look at this. Oh, we're solving. Okay, another puzzle. All right. If we don't reach an ending soon, I'm going to just leave it here. I think we're close. There we go. Photograph. What am I gonna see this time? Did I get it? I didn't get upgrade from C. I don't believe it. You're in this photo, right next to my dad. Fine. Yes, I worked with your father for 10 years. We were partners. You knew. All this time, you knew who I was. Not at first. I hadn't seen you since you were a baby. Joshua always tried to keep work and family separate. When I saw you working to solve a case and all clicked, it was like seeing him alive again after all these years. Why didn't you say something? Like what? Oh, hey, you know whom you remind me of? My dead partner. Besides, it was never the right time. I need you to respect me as an officer of the law, not one of your dad's old friends. I thought you hated me. I was just trying to keep you out of trouble. Yeah, that's understandable. Joshua saved my ass so many times I'm out on patrol. The least I gotta do is return the favor for his daughter. Were you there when he... I don't want to talk about that right now. Fair enough! Look, maybe I can't stop you from trying to be a detective. God knows nothing could stop Joshua once he had a lead. So go right ahead, look for evidence, question people. I won't stop you, but I'm watching you like a hawk. Alright! That's... okay, that's kind of the relationship I was hoping would wind up developing at some point. Alright, so kind of like me and Uncle Cross, I guess. As soon as I think you're going too far, as soon as I think you're in real danger, it ends. Do you understand me? That's fair. I just think... I didn't ask what you think. Do you understand? Yes, I understand. Honor, say you understand. Okay, glad we're understanding. Good. I don't hate you, Honor. I get what you're trying to do, but I have to make sure you don't get yourself in over your head. I owe him that much. Alright. Fine. Are you okay? Well, we did just kind of find out that Cross is my dad's old partner, so I'm assuming not. Yeah, it was just a lot of information. What happened to your father? Mom never told me the details. He just went out to work one day and didn't come home again. And you were left with blank space in your past. I understand. But Detective Cross may be able to give you some answers. If he'll give me some answers. That's a big if. Didn't you hear what he said? He doesn't want to talk about it. Not yet, but he gave us permission to keep investigating. He may be coming around. I don't know. He wasn't exactly enthusiastic. Seems like everyone's telling me to give up. Just because everyone's against you doesn't mean they're right. I guess we'll have to find out. Let's get out of here. We still got to talk to whoever owns that car. I have a feeling I know who that is. Location unlocked. Backstage. Alright. Well, I think now is as good a time as any to leave the episode here. It took me... Jeez, it took me 2.5 hours to get to this point. Alright, well, that was a big portion of the chapter. I didn't really have a good stopping point up to this point. I think now's a good time since now we actually are at a point where it's kind of a transition, if you will. We finally figured out all the leads, and there's not much else we can do up to this point. So there's no real loose ends that we need to tie up here now. I guess that would be the best way to describe it. There's no loose ends we need to tie up, so now would be a good time to leave the episode. So, yeah, as it turns out, we fingered the wrong guy again, but our claims weren't exactly false. So Bobby did indeed confess, which is interesting, but it also revealed that he was poisoned, so Bobby couldn't have been the killer. And also it's kind of ambiguous as to whether or not it's illegal to strangle a corpse, but that's neither here nor there. So, yeah, that went well. Getting a phone call. Hold on a second. Hello? Mom?
Hello?
Hi.
Dad's got Popeyes.
Okay.
Come down.
Alright. Give me a second.
Bye.
Alright, well, that was actually pretty good timing. It's time for me to go eat food. But, in any case, yeah. So, not only was Detective Cross Honor's dad's old partner, but but there's a reason he doesn't want us investigating, which is that he doesn't want us going down the same path as our dad did. So that makes sense. But we're also pretty good at it. So, as he points out, I'm just like him. So, it begs the question of what is the story going to play out now? Because now we actually have a gateway between our dad and Honor. So now we have a way to actually find out more about our dad without having to go jumping through hoops and trying to figure it out. So that's going to be an interesting dynamic for the series. That Honor and Detective Cross have kind of a father-daughter relationship without actually being father-daughter. So it's going to be interesting. He's looking out for me because he remembers my dad and he wants to make sure that I don't follow in his footsteps, and that makes sense. So, in any case, yeah, I think I'm gonna leave this episode here. I've got a lot of editing I need to do, but that's not a bad thing. So, yeah. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Also, be sure to follow me on Facebook and on Twitter in the description below. And also check out my Patreon in the description below as well. It's only a couple bucks a month. It really helps me out. And you guys get access to a bunch of cool perks that I'm my way saying thanks. So be sure to check those out in the description below as well. But in any case, thank you guys so much for watching. And until next time, I will see you guys in the next video. Peace!